sometimes in Access, we might not want to find an exact match for what we enter in the criteria field. Most of the time, we want Access to return data that exactly matches whatever we enter. Example, only give me employers who are in a specific state. If I type in NJ for the state, I only want to see employers from that state. Other times, we might want Access to return data that matches part of a name. For instance, give me a list of employers where the company name starts with the letter B. To do this type of query, we need to do something called a pattern matching query. Pattern matching queries use a keyword like. They also use wildcard characters. The asterisk or the star serves as a wildcard. If I typed in B star, it would return anything that begins with the letter B. It doesn't matter what comes after as long as it starts with a B. Star N would return anything that ends in the letter N, regardless of what comes at the beginning of the word. If I use two asterisks, for instance, star, W-A-I-T, star, it would return any record that contained the letters W-A-I-T anywhere in the field. Could be the first four letters, the last four letters, or anywhere in the middle. We're now going to go into Access and we'll do some pattern matching queries. Now that we're back in Access, we want to create a couple of queries that use pattern matching. We go to the Create tab, and we're going to use Design View. All of the pattern matching queries I'm going to do right now use the position table. I'm going to bring down the title, the wage, the hours of the week. If I run it right now, I can see I get a list of all the 62 positions, and I can see the various job titles. Going back into Design View, let's say I want to see jobs that start with the letter C. Well, under Position Title, if I type in just the letter C and run the query, I don't get anything, because Access is trying to match a job that has the whole title is just C. It doesn't know that I want to match part of that name. To tell Access that I want to match part of the name, I need to do a pattern matching query. I type in the keyword like, L-I-K-E, and a space. And if I want ones that start with the letter C, I type in C and an asterisk. So I have like, space, C star. Running it now, I get a list of 6 jobs that start with the letter C. 3 of them are for cooks, and 3 of them are for concierge. Access gives us these because they all start with C. It doesn't matter what comes next. I could decide to do something different and say I want to look for jobs that end with the letter K. So I type in like, space, the asterisk, and the letter K. So this asterisk or the wildcard comes before the letter K. When I run this, now I get a list of 13 jobs. They are all here because the last letter of the position title is K. So it's matching part of the name, and it doesn't care what comes first as long as the last letter of the word is a K. Let's say I want to do something that's a little bit more informative. Someone comes in and they want a job to do something in the wait staff business. But we don't know when we are entering our data. Excuse me. If I look at the data, I see waiter/waitress. I might see something that says wait staff. I don't know how those titles are in there. All I care about is that somewhere in the word, it has the word wait. So since I want to match part of the word, I know I need pattern matching. I type in the keyword like, a space. This time I'm going to say star wait, W-A-I-T, star. The asterisk at the beginning and the end means I don't care what this position starts with or what it ends with. All I care is that somewhere in that position title, it has the word wait. It could start with wait, it could end with wait, or wait could be just in the middle. If I run this query right now, I get all 9 of the waiter and waitress positions. So pattern matching, just to remind you, you need the keyword like. You also need to use wildcard characters.